This is this is reading lesson 4. It is titled Avalanche. You'll see some mountains. It is about expository text. We learned about that before Pesach. Expository text is informational. It gives us real, true facts, and we usually learn something. So it talks about an avalanche. You're going to read the paragraph, and then it asks you questions. You do have to write complete sentences for your answers to the questions. Some of you last week wrote only a couple of words. You have the correct answer, but we're also working on complete sentences. So let's go through a few. Some of the words you'll see are bold. Bold words usually mean that they're important, that they're going to tell us more information. An avalanche is a snow slide. High on a mountain, a big chunk of snow breaks loose. This snow slides down the slope, moving fast. It piles up at the bottom of the mountain. So it's a very short expository text about how an avalanche is made. It's a snow slide. A chunk of snow falls down and slides down the slope. So avalanche, chunk, and slope are all bold because those tell us exactly what's happening to make an avalanche. So how do I know this is expository text? It tells me real information, and I learned something. I learned how avalanches happen. Why are those words avalanche, chunk, and slope in bold? Because they're important to the text. Would it make sense to have the bold words be on, of, and this? No, because those aren't telling me anything about avalanches. Avalanche, chunk, and slope tell me a little bit about how an avalanche happens, but it is missing a lot of details. What's the cause of an avalanche? So what makes it happen? So it says, high on a mountain, a big chunk of snow breaks loose. So that starts an avalanche. And then we've talked about cause and effect before. Number 4 says, what's the effect? So after the big chunk of snow breaks loose, what happens? What's the effect? All the snow starts sliding down the slope, and it piles up at the bottom of the mountain. Both of those are the effect. Once the snow breaks loose, it slides down the slope, and it piles up at the bottom of the mountain. So cause and effect. We've talked about cause and effect as in, if I run with my shoes untied, that's the cause. What happens? I might trip and get hurt. Okay, see you tomorrow.